Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Grand River Raceway here on Monday. It is the 7th of August 2023. Gonna look at the 11th race from Grand River, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Hit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the featured 11th race, which is the Battle of Waterloo Stakes. It's a two-year-old pacing event going for a purse of $205,200. 11 horses are entered, 10 and 11 are AE, so 9 will go to the gate, the 1 mile pace trip. My top selection, I'm going to take the 9 horse Enforcer. I'm going to go 925 in your trifecta here. 925 trifecta, top selection 9 horse Enforcer, 2-year-old colt by Big Jim here. Greg McNair trains, Doug McNair's in the sulky. Horse's most recent outing came in the limbs last Monday here at Grand River, and he finished second by 1.5 lengths that day. And off the gate, he was caught wide for the first turn. He sat in second all the way around. He had a decent turn of foot, but it was in a limb. I just think they don't try in the limbs. Coming here to the final, gonna have to overcome the wide post or the second tier, but I think he could really run a good race here today. The 153 and 2 a few starts earlier could really win here. 2 back in the Ontario Sire Stakes at Mohawk, 14th of July. He won that day by 3/4 length that day, and he sat back early, a little bit wide, but he was pacing him good. 153 and 2. That was a very good, strong performance for a 2-year-old that day. His only parimutuel win, and then his first parimutuel outing in non-wars of 5 at Mohawk on the 7th of July. He finished second by length that day. He got overtaken right before the wire, but he paced home decently, 155 and 1. Not the world's worst race for him from a wide post job. Gonna have to get a good position today, but he's in the short offerings that he's shown. He's really, looks like he could be real deal. I'll use him on the ticket. In your multi-race scenario, I would also use the 2-horse Chalk Hanover for James McDonald. 4-1 here. Most recently, last week in the limbs for this one, he finished third by 5.5 lengths that day. And again, wide post try. He just kind of hit the wall late. He might have needed the race there. I think today from an inside post try, he'll get a better trip, and I think he'd get away with it. Prior to that, non-wars 5 at Mohawk on 21st July, he finished third that day, and he set the pace. He got overtaken late. 154 and 4. He just had a little bit too fast first quarter, I thought, that day. And then prior to that, in the Ontario Sire Stakes, he just completely missed it. Wasn't his day to win. But if he could run a race like he did last time out, where he could be a little bit more into it early on, I think he could run a good race. Or excuse me, 2 back where he was more into it early on. I think he could win at 4-1. Let's use in the multis. But to recap my selection for the 11th from Grand River, it's the Battle of Waterloo. Gonna take the 9 horse Enforcer. Give kudos to the 2 horse Chalk Hanover. 925 trifecta. 9-2 in the multi race. So good luck to all. And please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.